Mysterious loop. A new pattern emerges. As I browsed through the list of items, a new one caught my attention, a lamp. This was unusual because I couldn't recall ever buying one since moving into this apartment. I wondered why it appeared out of nowhere, and if 50th's theory was true. According to 50th, when he picked up a physics book, he noticed the diary but got distracted by trying to light up the lamp. Dropped the diary in shock and frantically searched every nook and cranny of my apartment for any new items. I checked closets, under pillows, clothes, but found nothing out of the ordinary. I was getting desperate and scared that all our efforts to crack this case were in vain. I went back to reading the diary, hoping to find some answers. 50th mentioned how strange it was for an item he never brought home to appear. He threw around theories, but I was too confused and scared to focus on them. Skipped through his part and moved on to my next self, who did the same thing as me, found nothing new. However, 62 said something that surprised me. He mentioned that the lamp wouldn't light up for him or any of his previous selves, but for me, it did. That's when I realized that the new item was actually the lamp's batteries, which explained why I discovered the diary later than others. I took a deep breath and went back to reading. 63 made an amazing observation about our loop. He noticed that every 10 days, new items are introduced. 50th had a physics book, 60 had a lamp, which left the fruit basket, sunglasses, and frozen pizza as the next items. This discovery gave us some leverage on breaking free from the loop. However, 64 got excited about this new understanding and suggested we try to find a new mechanism for the loop. He also decided to reread everything in detail, and for some reason, drained all his resources: food by burning it, water by leaving it running. But what caught my attention was his ridiculous yet sensible suggestion. He proposed that if 69 stayed awake one night, he might notice something different. Maybe he could pick up on a new item or pattern we haven't noticed before. I thought this idea had some merit, even if it seemed unlikely to succeed like our previous attempts. 65 and 66 tried following 64's lead by staying awake, but unfortunately didn't write anything afterwards. It was as if they both fell asleep without completing their experiment. This got me wondering maybe there was more to this than just oversleeping. Then I came across 67's passage, which brought everything together. He stayed up, avoiding naps like 13 had done before him, but what he wrote next left me speechless. What if the loop gets reset every time we sleep? This theory shook me to my core. How hadn't I thought of this before? 67 decided to put his theory to the test by going to sleep and seeing if it would reset our progress. And just like that, he stopped writing, validating his assumption.